Hello, folks. How's everybody doing today? Sound check. How are we doing? Not sure if I like this setup. Okay. All right. I see 7 people. I see Navia, Tejas, Julian, James, Ankush. Anyone else want to check in before we get started? All right. Do I want to bounce? I don't think I do. Okay. How are we doing on sound, guys? Let's do a little sound check. Arav is in the house. Very good. So a quick apology to Navia and to Ankush. Just a reminder for people, now that we're doing park workouts every Saturday, because more of the advanced students go to the park workouts. Thank you, Nav. Before that, breathing, because more of the advanced students are going to the park workouts, we've shifted the schedule so that Saturday YouTube is an open YouTube, which like today, or a beginner YouTube. So we're going to do something pretty general, like any rank is good for it. But the YouTube is going to be just a general workout. In fact, I have something cool planned that took me a minute to get set up. And if you're an advanced student, just keep in mind that the Zoom classes and the workouts that are a little bit more geared for you are going to be Monday night and Wednesday night, just the YouTubes. So those are going to be a little more advanced. All right, let's bow in. Going to bring this down just a notch. We're going to concentrate on the upper body, on hand techniques today. So let's bow in. Ready? Student code, respect, integrity, perseverance, discipline, pride. Bow. All right. And let's just get bouncing. I'm doing jumping jacks here, just feet apart. Good. Let's go forward and backwards with our feet. Arms moving. Good. Let's go marching. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Double taps. And 1, 2, 1, 2. You notice I lift my knee up, then forward, then up, then forward, then up, then forward. Good. Working that kicking knee. Let's try just knee strikes. It's not the knee up, but just forward, forward, keeping your guard up, forward, forward. Now let's do a thrust kick, knee up, thrust kick out, knee up, step down. I'm going to take my shoes off. I've been wearing shoes all day. Park. So I'm going to go barefoot today because I need a little break from shoes. Here we go. Knee up, thrust kick, knee up, down, knee up, thrust kick. Try to get your leg horizontal. Knee up, down, knee up, thrust kick, knee up, down, knee up, thrust kick, knee up, down. All right. Let's twist back and forth. Elbow strikes. Breathing going. Now, as I'm twisting my upper body, not a lot of throwing, just pushing, stretching out those muscles in the back. Switch. Good. Now I'm going further and further with my elbows and turning my body as well. Switch, 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 switch. Okay, we're going to do a slightly different hand warm-up. We're going to do a right knife hand block. Starting here by your head. I'm going to come a little bit closer because I'm going to concentrate a lot of hand positions today. Closing that hand towards my head, and as it comes across, it flattens out. Okay, so it's going to be closed, open. I'm just moving so you can see my hand. Here we go. Knife hand block. Good. Other side. Lift this hand up. Knife hand block. And what we're going to do is switch from side to side. I'm going to give you a quick view of my feet. Here we go. Knife hand block to the left. Going to the right. Knife hand block. Shifting my body into a back stance. Switch. Switch. Let's do a two-handed knife hand block. It'll be a little bit easier. Pretend you've got something clapped between your hands. My right hand is on top. Now, I'm not really going to touch them together. I'm going to keep them separate. As they come across, they're both going to turn upside down. Boom. So now my left hand is palm down. Two-handed knife hand block. Excellent. I want to try and land so that this hand is in the middle of my body and my belly button is facing mostly towards the computer. Good. Hands up, shifting your weight. Knife hand block. You can go pretty slowly, but just warming up. Reach out, closing this foot. So now I'm in a side stance, sitting on my left leg. Two hands. Good. Two hands. Switch. 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 Good. If you're an intermediate or advanced student, as you snap that hand across, should actually make noise. Going to give you a little bit of a sound effect here. I don't know if you can hear that on the microphone, but it should be whistling across your body. Ready? Let's go to the right. Hands up. Shift your body. Go left. Switch. You want to have a little more fun? This hand can tap against your chest as it comes in. Switch. 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 Good. Now face front, we're going to do a different knife hand block. Again, warming up our arms and shoulders. I want you to start with both your hands out horizontally. Then you're going to take your right hand across your head and just come back to this position. Ready? So right hand cross, chop. Left hand cross, chop. Right hand cross, chop. Left hand cross. You notice I'm turning my shoulders a little bit and then straightening them. Cross, chop. Cross, chop. Now, got to do something with both hands at the same time. It's going to be a little bit tricky. Bring your right hand across. See how this hand is still facing down? As I chop, I'm going to pull that hand back to the side of my body. So, both hands flat. Reach across. Pulling with the bottom hand. Chopping with the top hand. Works a little better if you go on a little bit of an angle, okay? So, hands out. Right hand cross. Chop. Good. Hands out. Same thing. Right hand cross. Cross your arms. Feel like your elbows are almost touching. Chop. Excellent. And I keep saying chop, but what I'm actually doing is a knife hand block. If it was a chop, it would be straight. Knife hand block. Blocking with my arm down by my body. It should be one fist away, so I'm a little too far away. Here we go. Going to the right. Right hand comes across. Pulling with this hand. Chopping with that hand. Good. Let's do that one more time, same side. Cross, bring my shoulders around, chop. I'm pulling with this hand so my shoulders turn. My elbow points at my waist. My fingers point at my opponent. Other side. Ready? Hands out. Left hand cross, chop. Just do that 3 or 4 times. Cross, chop, cross, chop. Now cross. This hand pulls back. I'm going to do my knife hand block out on an angle. And I'm going to turn my shoulders. Okay. And if I face the camera, you can see my shoulders are lined up. I'm not facing my opponent. I'm turned sideways, almost like my back fist when I do a second combination. Ready? Facing front. Hands flat. Left hand across. Now you can see where my elbows almost touch here. As I pull, I chop. Knife hand block. Ready? Same hand. Left hand cross. Knife hand. Again. Left hand cross. Knife hand. Good. Now we're going to try alternating, and people are going to get really confused. So let's go back to the simple version. Here we go. When I do my right hand, I'm going to go off on this angle here. When I do my left hand, I'm going to go off on this angle here. If you're in a room, think of the corner of the room, the corner of the room. Ready? Hands out front. You can put them a little closer together than you usually do. Bring your right hand across like you're touching your ear. Chop. And this one comes down. There you go. Hands out front. Bring your left hand across. Chop. Hands out front. Right hand across. Chop. All right. We're going to try something a little funky here. I never use music in my karate classes, but we're going to actually try to do some blocking drills with our hands. And we're going to try and do them to a little music. I don't know how well you guys can hear that. Okay. But let's try it. Ready? So starting with the right hand, cross, chop. Left hand, cross, chop. Right hand, cross, chop. Now we're going to do a lot faster. You ready? Left hand, chop. Right hand, chop. Hut, 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 hut. Try and do it on every beat. You ready? So, 2. I don't know if you can hear the music, but we're going to try it. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good job. All right, shake out your wrists a little bit. We'll leave the music on, and we're just going to do some upper body stuff, okay? Knees bent. Let's do double punches. Double punch. Chamber. Chamber. Punch. Chamber. Punch. Chamber. And 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's go with next one. We're going to do cross, back fist. Cross, back fist. Cross, harder. Cross, bang. Cross, bang. Cross, bang. Last one. Cross, bang. Shoulders down. Shoulders down. Shoulders down. Shoulders down. Let's do 4 more. Shoulders down. 3 more. Shoulders down. Shoulders down. Last one. Shoulders down. Center line. Punch. Center line. Punch. Center line. Punch. Center line. Punch. Notice I'm switching my hands. Switch hands. Punch. Switch hands. Punch. Switch hands. Punch. Press. Scoop. Blade. Press again. Press. Scoop. Blade. Press. Scoop. Blade. Press. Scoop. Blade. Last one. Scoop. Blade. Cross. Chop. Cross. Chop. Switching hands. Cross. Chop. Cross. Chop. Try to use a little energy. Notice my elbows almost touch. Chop. Cross. Chop. Cross. Chop. All right. Which one did I skip? Down. Palm. Down. Palm. Palm corners, palm strikes. Palm corners, palm strikes. Palm corners, palm strikes. Palm corners, palm strikes. Turn your hands down, palms. Breathe. Breathe. Good job. All right. So that's just a way to use music to give yourself a little bit, that's just a way to use music to give yourself a little bit more energy. Just out of curiosity, how well could you guys hear the music? Could you hear my voice while the music was playing? Because I want to do that in a little bit more of these workouts. All right. We did knife hand blocks, but we didn't do the stances that go with the knife hand block. Good. Excellent. All right. So this one's going to be really hard. Not really sure if it's going to work with music, but we're going to try it without first, and then we'll add a little energy to it, okay? So what I'd like you to do now, I'm going to back up as far as I can so that maybe you can see my feet. Yeah, you can do that, okay? We're going to come down a little bit. What I'd like to do now is a very classic Shotokan drill. I want you to make sure you have enough room to take a pretty decent sized step backwards, okay? So take your attention stance. Get ready to step back so that your right foot is forward in a back stance, okay? So we're going to step back, back stance. Use your left hand to sort of pull your body back onto your rear foot. Step back, back stance. Good. One more time. Step back, back stance. Stay there. Don't step forward. But now you're going to step out with your front foot, reverse punch. Okay? So bring your foot up, come back to the line that you're standing on, and that's a 2-step process. Step back, knife hand block, shift your foot out, reverse punch. Excellent. One more time. Step back, knife hand block, foot out, reverse punch. Excellent. We're going to add a move to that in a minute, but let's try that with a little bit of beat, with a little bit of energy to it, and see if people can keep up with it. You ready? Not sure what this song's going to sound like. That works. Okay. Do not like the vocal. Give me a second. Yeah, a little slower. Okay. And step back, knife hand block. Step out, reverse punch. Be together. Step back, knife hand. Step out, reverse. Step up. Do it again. Step back, knife hand. Step out, reverse punch. Step up. Do it again. Knife hand. Reverse. Up. Knife hand. Reverse. Up. Try the other side. Step back. Knife hand. Step out. Reverse. Step up. So we're doing left knife hand now. Left knife hand. Step out. And up. Knife hand. Step out. And up. Knife hand. Step out. And up. Good job. All right, we're going to add a move. I'm going to pause this for just a second so you can hear my instructions. All right. I know it gets really quiet all of a sudden. I should have just turned the volume down. All right. So we're now going to add a third technique to that. And I think everybody, certainly the advanced students, know what the third technique is. What's the third technique going to be? What comes after that? Anybody? No comment. We have no comment, Sensei. Okay. Either that or I've lost the chat. Let's test it. Test. Boom. Okay. Third technique. So think about fifth combination. Fifth combination is knife hand block, thrust kick, which we skipped, reverse punch, elbow strike. We're going to continue to skip the thrust kick. We're just going to use the hand techniques. Today's about hand techniques. Okay. Can't change the channel on that. Okay, here we go. Starting with the right hand in front. We're going to step back. Knife hand block. Good. Sit down in your stance. Move your front foot out. Reverse punch. Grab an imaginary opponent. Bring your back hand over the top. Elbow strike. So let's just do that again. Same exact side, same combination. Knife hand, reverse punch. Now this hand grabs, elbow strike. Excellent. All right. So we're stepping back. Knife hand, reverse punch, elbow strike. Good. Fantastic. One more time. Step back. Knife hand, reverse, elbow strike, step up. And we're ready to do it again. You guys want to try that? With a little bit more speed, it's gonna be a little tricky. The music is a little fast, even if we use the slower song. Here we go. My phone is not cooperating. Not that music. Stop it. All right, you guys ready? Knife hand block. Reverse punch. Elbow strike. Up. Same hand. Knife hand. Reverse punch. Elbow strike. And up. Other side. Knife hand. Reverse punch. Elbow strike. Did I get you? Let's try it again. Right here. Don't even move your feet. Knife hand block. Reverse punch. Grab. Elbow strike. Good. Think we can do that fast? Probably it's going to mess people up, but we're going to move fast. Ready? Starting with the right hand. Knife hand. Reverse punch. Elbow strike. Up. Knife hand. I don't care what side you do. Reverse punch. Elbow strike. And up. Other side. Knife hand. Reverse. Elbow strike. Kia. Sorry, I felt like doing another reverse punch. Think you can do it faster? Because we're doing it half speed. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, up. 1, 2, 3, up. Did anybody get that? All right. Not bad. All right. Moving on. That wasn't bad. Okay. The next hand technique I want to talk about is lower block, which is kind of silly, but I want you to think about it. Lower block. Everybody get in your self-defense stance. This is the way we teach lower block to white belts. We start off in an open guard, and we go shoulder down, right? So let's just do a couple of those. Lower block. Okay, I'm struggling really hard not to do something that I always do or usually do automatically. When we do our star block, we do 1, 2, 3, and even when we do star block, you will see me bring my other arm forward on the lower block. It's called a two-handed lower block. Most advanced students and all the black belts do it sort of automatically because it's required in some of the later forms. So I want to talk about two-handed lower block. Let's just square up for just a moment, okay? I'm going to bring my hand to the side of my head. Remember how we did this knife hand block? But now it's turn your fist towards your head, sort of like an inside block, but it turns more. So bring your hand towards your head, come down your other arm, okay? One of my first instructors used to say, pretend you're brushing dust off of your arm, okay? But do it with a fist, brushing the dust off my arm. When I get to the end, my fist turns out, and we're back here. So let's just do a one-handed lower block. Just turn that fist, hammer fist down here like I'm hitting something that's over there. Turn, hammer fist. Other side, turn it in, boom. You can see the same shoulder turning motion that we were using before, except there's one big difference. When we do our knife hand block, we turn our shoulders and we pull our other shoulder back. When we do our lower block, we actually turn our shoulders and then we straighten them again. So you're going to be here, boom. So you're using the turning of your body to create some power. Ready? All right, right hand, close or load, lower block. Left hand, chamber or load, lower block. Chamber and load really mean the same thing, but we usually say load your blocks, chamber your strikes. Is this a block or strike? I don't know. Ready? Right hand, left hand. Two ways to breathe. You can breathe in, out, or you can just go and do little out breathes. So let's breathe in, out. Other hand, in, out. Other hand, in, out. Other hand, in. And there's this snapping motion. If you're an intermediate student, work on this twisting motion because that actually creates a lot of the power. Ready? Let's start again with the right. 2, up, down, up, down, up, down. Great, getting good. Now, I want you to think about those moves being two separate moves. So 1, 2, got it? When you're doing that, I actually want your elbows to touch the outside of one elbow and the inside of the other elbow. So you're going to need to bring your arms together a little more. Starting off with your arms, stick them out in front of you a little bit, it helps, okay? Bring your arms together with your right hand on top and then bring it to your ear, and now your elbows are almost touching. Notice that this hand has kind of had to cross my body a little bit. Get lower block with the same hand we've been doing lower block with, and then boom, chamber this back. So we're going to do a full two-handed lower block. Cross the arms, pull the fist, hammer fist, or lower block down low. Ready? Cross, uncross. Again, cross, uncross. Again, cross, uncross. That's the last one on that side. Let's do the other side. Start off with your hands in position and just bring it across, hammer fist. Bring it across. Left hand is now doing the block. Bring it across, hammer fist. One more time. Bring it across, hammer fist. Now, try to keep your right hand where it is, or even tuck it in a little bit, and pull it back, lower block. So I'm doing things as separate motions, but when you actually do the block together, it's going to be 1, 2. So this hand's pulling back, this hand's striking. Try not to turn your shoulders too much. Just boom. Here we go. All right. Here we go. Chamber, lower block. Chamber, lower block. Chamber, lower block. One breath, both moves. Just breathe in and out. Ready? Go. Again, go. Breathing in and out. Go. Excellent. Here comes the tricky part. This is why we don't teach lower block this way in the beginner class, but you have this video to practice with over and over again. It should give you a chance to master it. Is we're actually going to go right, left. And all you got to do is learn which hand to move. Here we go. Both hands out, right hand up, lower block. Now my left hand is the next lower block, so I need to come across with the left. Right here, left hand like an inside block. I'm going to turn towards my face. Coming down the arm, boom. Here we go. Right hand comes across my body and down. Left hand comes across my body and down. Right hand, cross, down. Okay, so that's starting to become a little confusing for some people, but that's okay. So you can go back to this anytime. You can go right, left, right, left. Just concentrate on turning it, boom, turning it. Then just keep your arms straight, boom. Then you pull it back, pull back, pull back, pull back. Elbows touch, fists go to their positions. Elbows touch, fists go to their positions. The hand that's by your waist comes up and down. Hand by my waist, up and down. Excellent. Now, we're going to do this to the music. How are we doing on this? Because I haven't seen any texts in a while. Somebody sent a text just to make sure that everything's still working. Let's see. I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can do this. I cannot look at YouTube on my phone and have the music. Okay. No texts. Maybe my text is not working. I don't know. So let's do this. Let's do share. Okay, got that saved. Let's go back. Just checking the video channel to see if the stream is working. Stream is working? Okay, apparently the stream is working. Okay. Excellent. Okay, so I can't see your text on my computer screen. Oh, yes, I can. There it is. It's just a delay. Thank you. All right, going back. Going back. And we're back to the workout music. Yay, that worked. So I changed channels a couple times on YouTube. Okay, here we go, guys. Back to the workout. Let me see if I can get the music going. This is kind of silly, but we'll use it. All right, you ready? We're going to do lower blocks side to side, starting off with one hand. Close, open, close, open, close, open, close, other side. Close, open, close, open, close, open, close, open. Now you use both hands, but we're still going to do the same side over and over again about 3 or 4 times. Ready? Close, block. Close, block. Can we go over and over again? Let's try it. Close, open, close, open, close, open, close, open. Other side. Close, open, close, open, close, open, close, open. So you see what I mean when I say close? My arms are close together. Open. Good. Now we're going side to side, and if your arms get tied up in a knot, probably doing good. Here we go. Starting at the right. Close, open, left, close, open, right, close, open, left, close, open. Gonna keep going faster and faster. Ready? Right, go. Left, go. Right, go. Left, go. Right, go. Left, go. Right, go. Left, go. Can you now go back and forth without the pause? See the beat? This is really fast for lower blocks. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Hold that for a second. Fantastic. Okay, there is actually one more complicated level to two-handed lower block, and this is very, very challenging for a yellow belt, but some of you might want to give it a shot. And what you're going to do is instead of stopping in the middle, you're not going to stop. Let's think about this for a moment, okay? So I've got my opponent. Where is Senpai Mike? Here's Senpai Mike. Take a water break or a breathing break if you need to. Here's Senpai Mike, okay? Senpai Mike has got his attacking hand here, otherwise known as this yellow belt I've got attached to it. Okay, so there's the attacking hand aiming towards me. I'm going to move it here so you can see it. So there's a punch aiming for my lower body. Okay, now does it make a whole lot of sense to be like, and this getting ready position to block? You can even see, I'm going to change the angle here, so since my mic is on this side. So here's my lower blocking hand. I'm going to block this with a lower block, okay? Does it make sense to do this before I block? See how my whole body is open to this strike here, okay? Doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, does it? So why are we doing it that way? Anybody? Okay, so the answer is the reason we are doing this lower block in this motion where we sort of come up and out of the way when we really should be blocking is that's not the block. This hand is the block. Boom. Okay, so when I'm loading on a two-handed lower block, I'm doing one. So this hand is deflecting, which means what's this? No. A strike. I'm going to actually hit my opponent. So I've got this arm coming towards me, and I'm going to just deflect it out of the way and strike, which means that I don't have all day to do it. I can't do it very slowly and casually. I need to be able to do it. I'm going to get a slightly longer arm to work with here. I'm going to do it much more quickly. Behave yourself, you. Okay, there we go. There's my longer armed opponent. I'm going to go two, and I usually open my hands when I do this block a little fast so I don't hurt anybody, but it's deflect. Now, what I'm doing is I'm not stopping my hand here and going, hit me now. What I'm doing now is one motion, okay? Sorry about that, Senpai Mike. I apologize. So we're going to try and do that in a stance with the same arm over and over again. Master Dong, my first Kung Nu instructor, well, not the founder of Kung Nu, used to say your blocks should be like a car engine revving up and accelerating. You don't want to go ready, go. What you want to do is what he called 5-speed 4-wheel drive. I'm going to show you what that looks like. I'm going to put my right foot forward. I'm going to do a right lower block up to my ear, out to this low area here where I'm defending. And instead of doing this, 1, 2, which leaves my whole body open here, what I'm going to do is face forward, deflect, and strike, but I'm actually never going to stop this hand. It's going to go up and down. It's going to go first gear, second gear, third gear, fourth gear, fifth gear. So he used to call that 5-speed 4-wheel drive. Like accelerate, step on the gas, and all one motion. So you're not going to go, stop, and go. What you're actually going to do is do it all as one rapid motion. Here's the attack headed towards my ribs. And what I'm going to do is my hand's not going to stop. It's going to go right through it. So how does music help with that? Well, the music doesn't stop. You have to catch up. Sometimes you fall a little behind. You got to move. So what we're going to do is put our right foot forward and face our body a little more forward than we usually do so that you can touch your elbows. And what you want to try to do is 5-speed 4-wheel drive. Let's get this arm out of the way and just chamber it by our hip for a second. Let's do a open guard, but with the back part missing, okay? What you're going to do is come up to your ear, almost make a little circle around your ear, and strike down. Guard, up to the ear. My hand turns towards my body and goes straight across. So 1, 2. 1, 2. Smooth motion. 1, 2. Excellent. Bye-bye, Kush. Thanks for coming. Kush gets props today because he went to a park workout and then he logged in to do the online workout. Kush, don't do Techie Shodan, but pick some other kata and work on 5-speed 4-wheel drive. Just accelerating your hands into the techniques, okay? Work on hand speed. Got it? See you next time. Okay, here we go. We're going to do this 5-speed 4-wheel drive lower block and try to get a little bit faster. Make sure your fist stops where you want it every time. Ready? All right, shall I put the music back on? Let's get a little music going on. See if we can get some speed going here, okay? guys ready? So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Other side. Front hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch feet. Other side. Gonna pick it up just a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Other side. Faster. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4. What are we going to do with all this extra time? Switch feet. 1, 2, cross and uncross. 3, 4. So what are we going to do with the extra time? Now that we're doing this block at super speed, we have all this extra time. We're going to hit back. That's what we're going to do. Ready? Lower block, punch. Lower block, punch. Lower block, punch. Lower block, punch. Excellent. Did anybody get those out? Let's try it. Left leg forward, left. Lower block, punch. Lower block, punch. Lower block, punch. It's actually a reverse punch. Lower block. Can we just do this now as all one move? Ready? Go. Block, punch. Block, punch. Block, punch. 5-speed forward drive, Kia. Switch feet. Block, punch, block, punch. Circle around the ear. Punch, block, punch, block, punch. Excellent. All right. Did anybody notice? Turn the music off. Nice job. Okay. Did anybody notice that I changed the way I did my lower block when I was flowing quickly? I actually turned away and then strike. You can do that, okay? But don't turn away on the load where the person gets to hit you. Turn away on the block. So lower block, punch. In your kata, you're not really allowed to do that. In your kata, you're actually trying to do full power lower block, boom, and face your opponent straight on, and then stepping forward, punch. But when you're practicing hand techniques for speed, you can do a little different. All right. So let's see how much time we've got left. We're not doing too badly. We've got some time. Okay. So we've done knife hand block, reverse punch, like combination number 5. We've done lower block, reverse punch. So what I want to do now is have some fun with outside block. Okay. So outside block. In reality, in real life, outside block is not a thing. Okay. So here's my attacker again. This time my attacker is aiming at my head, sort of. I'm going to try and make it a little flat here. Okay. So this, can I make him taller? Yeah. Okay. So my attacker is aiming at my head here. This is not a thing. We're not going to take that block and deflect outwards here. What it actually is going to be in reality is if something's coming towards my head, I'm going to get a little bit of angle here. Something's going to hit me in the side of the head or in the jaw, my face. Okay, it's actually going to be this. Okay. So I'm guarding here. Something's coming towards my head. I'm going to duck my head, put my elbow towards my opponent, and then strike. Okay, so it's boom. It's called a slip in boxing, but this is an outer block in real life. So why do we do this thing? Boom. This is kind of fun. See? Bing. Right. Why do we do this back fisting motion? Well, the answer is this might not be a block. It might be a strike to someone's head. It might be as that fist is coming in, I'm going to ignore it and just go bang. My fist hits my opponent's head, but my arm takes care of blocking that strike against me. So you can't do this standing still. You can't be like, Okay, here's a punch coming right from my nose. So you can't be like, blocked it. It's not going to work. Okay, we practice that in class, but it's very controlled. So instead, I have to move my head at least. This is my slip, right? I'm going to go boom. Or I'm sparring and I'm just going to come up underneath. Hi! Punk. Okay. So, but again, if here's my opponent attacking me, if I move to the side, then I can do this counter strike while I'm blocking their arm. If I move to the other side, counter strike. I have no target on the top up here to aim for, but if I'm thinking about Sensei Mikey's head, okay, I've got this target here, bang, going to the side of the head, right? Going to the side of the head. So, oh no, I knocked his head off. All right, so here's my thing. Get in your self-defense stance, action stance maybe, backing up away from my opponent, hands come up. And I'm going to do this, move my body out to the side, back fist to the head, but keep my elbow bent. You don't want to do this. It's not this poppy full distance back fist. It's right here, coming underneath an attack, and pop. So we're going to actually practice this by switching feet. If I start off, put your right leg forward, pull your foot back a little bit, step in, and keep this elbow bent. Ready? Hut. Underneath the punch. Back fist to the head. Good. Hut. Underneath the imaginary punch. Back fist to the head. Might be that the punch is going this way. It might be that what I'm actually ducking under is this punch. Ha, you missed me. Back fist to the head. Okay? But what we're really just thinking of is getting under the level of the punch. Boom. And I'm just coming out this side. So let's just do our outer block. Outer block. And right there. Ready? Outer block. Excellent. Stand on an imaginary line and get off the line. Pop. Good. Excellent. Excellent. Switch feet. Bring your left leg all the way to this side and pop. Good. Switch feet. Horse stance. Right leg. Stepping forward, outer block. See where this goes? Feet together or feet side by side. Left leg. Back fist to the head. Feet side by side. Boxing guard. Bring my foot across. Back fist to the head. Feet side by side. My foot across. Back fist to the head. Okay, here we go. We're going to move a little faster now. You ready? Right leg step forward. Reverse punch. Boom. Bring it back. Bring it across to this side of the line. So now my left leg is forward. Back fist to the head. Bring it back. Cat stance. Step across. Side stance. Let's just keep our hands up. Sometimes I just do this automatically. Right cat stance. Right self-defense stance. Good. I want to show you what my feet are doing on the floor. And if you can practice with a line on the floor, then you've got a serious advantage here. So here's my line on the floor. I'm in a right stance here and fighting, and I'm going to step across, then step up, and I'm in the opposite stance, but I'm on this side of the line. So this step has a shape. Feet together, cross, left leg forward, step forward. Left leg back, cross, right leg forward, step forward. So I'm going from here to here. So my feet are actually making a shape on the floor. Can you see the shape? Defense stance, defense stance, defense stance, defense stance. Can anybody see what shape my feet are making on the floor? Because that shape is what we're working on. It is called, everybody go like this, put your finger, your left hand, I guess. Let's use your right hand since most of you are right-handed. Let's start with your right hand on this side of your body and go like this. Back, cross, up. Do it the other way. Down, cross, up, down, across, up. What shape am I drawing in the air? Pretty obvious, right? What step is that? Can't see this, the text, so we're going to tell you. U letter step, okay? So we're going to combine a U letter step with our outside block and turn that into a boxing combination. Here we go. Everybody start off with your right leg forward and get on this side, the left side of your imaginary opponent here. So I got a guard up, okay? So I have to step across with my front foot. Then I have to step up with my left foot. Step across, step up. Step across, step up. Step across, duck down, because that's the part we're skipping. And as you come up, bang. Step and duck. And up. Step and duck. And up. Now, you notice that I'm sort of pausing in the middle. It is different from a crescent step. That's a great question. Who threw that in there? Senpai Bobby, figures. It is very different from a crescent step, and I'll explain why in just a second, but I'll save that question for a second. All right, so here we are. We're in a side stance here. What I want you to do is take this right leg, bring it across your imaginary line, and step up with your back fist with your outer block. Good. Bring it back. Come across. And my other leg comes forward. Now, when you're in a hurry, you don't have to do back, cross, forward. That's just to memorize the footwork. The actual footwork looks like this. Put your right leg forward. A punch is coming from this angle, and you're going to come under the punch, and you're actually going to step forward. And that's when it actually looks a little bit like a crescent step. But it's not a crescent step because you're using both feet. Okay, so a crescent step would just be if I did this. I'll show you that on the line. Here's my line, and I'm just going to go boom. And you could do that, but you're staying on the line of attack. So you're still facing your opponent, coming right towards their attack, wherever it's coming from, okay? But what we're actually doing is coming under the attack, move your front foot over, and then stepping up. And the way to practice it is to come back to a line on the floor. I just, from here, there, here, there, here, there. And what's confusing to people is this foot that's stepping forward is the one that's closer to the center line here. So it's always going to be this foot when I'm on this side of the line. And it's always going to be when I'm on the other side of the line, it's going to be this foot. Okay? So, switch, step forward. Switch, step forward. Switch, step forward. Switch, step forward. Oh. Excellent. Can we add the punch? Do you think we can do that today? Let's add the punch. You ready? Start with your right foot forward. Do your outer block. Do a reverse punch. Excellent. Got to aim towards the middle. You got to kind of angle your body in here a little bit. Okay. Square up. Face your opponent. And step across. Now it's going to be left. Outer block. Or strike to the face. Reverse punch. Guard up. Cross. Reverse punch. Notice I skipped the outer block because I just used it as a guard. Boom. Cross. Guarding. Get that elbow in here. Don't put it down here and don't stick it out. Move it towards your opponent. Move your fist with it. Ki. Switch. Ki. Duck under a punch. I've switched feet automatically. Ki. Duck switch. Ki. Duck switch. Ki. Duck switch. Ki. Excellent. So, there is one other thing with outer block that we can do that's kind of cool. It is a very advanced interpretation of outer block, very advanced way of doing outer block, but kind of goes with what we're talking about. All right, here's my outer block. Remember what I said. I got this punch going right towards my nose, and then I want to do this thing. Right, I said we're not really doing that, but when I try to do this back fist, maybe this punch is a little too close. Maybe I don't have time to step or duck or whatever. So what I'm actually going to use, I'm going to use my other hand to block with. So as this punch comes in, I'm going to do this. And as I'm doing that, I'm going to get my outer block ready. So blocking with this hand, countering with that hand. Block with the first hand, counter with the back hand. I'm going to go on the other side so you can see what this looks like on the other side. Here we go. If it's coming from my left side, I'm going to use my right hand. Start the block here. Let's make it a fist just because it's easier that way. And counter. So if I had an opponent here, an attacking thing here that would just stay still and not spin, then I could practice 1, 2, 1, 2. And I'm still doing the U letter footwork, 1, 2, but we're actually going to practice it facing forward. All right, you ready? Last block for the day. We're going to do right hand, outer block, right out of our star block, just like we always do. Get your self-defense stance. Maybe that would help. 1, 2. 1, 2. Now you notice when I do this, my head's feeling awfully open, like someone's going to hit me in the head. So what I'm going to do is put this hand in the way. Here we go. 1, 2. Same finishing position as all my outer blocks. Ready? 1, 2. And I can deflect with this hand. I can just guard my head. Maybe it's just help. Bang. Okay, here we go. Outer block. 1, 2. Right hand outer block. So we're just doing this over and over again, but we're making it a little fancier. Ready? 1, 2. Reverse punch. Bang. So now we have a 3 count outer block. 1, 2, 3. Other side. I know it's a little confusing. Start with our left hand, outer block. I put my left foot forward. Boom, outer block. Outer block. But when I come down here, this is feeling a little open. I'm going to get hit. Put that hand in the way. You see this two-handed load? Sometimes Sensei Aaron will teach it like this, when your hands are just flat. I like to elbow a little bit. So here I am fighting. Punches coming in. I could just do this. That's fine. But sometimes I want to get this counter punch hand ready. Oh, okay. Here we go. Left hand. Left hand. Outer block. Excellent. Cross them. Put the blocking hand on the bottom for now. Again, cross. Outer block. Cross. Outer block. Cross. Outer block. And for our last challenge for today, we got like 2 minutes. Our last challenge is we're going to try and switch sides on this thing. It's a little funky. It's a little weird. I don't think I'm going to use the music for this unless you guys are really in the mood to get confused. Who wants the music on? Anybody? All right. Nobody's texting me. They don't love me anymore. Okay, here we go. Starting off with the right outer block. Oh, good. Excellent. We're going to switch feet. We're going to put our left leg forward. Going to cross outer block. Excellent. Going to switch feet. Going to put our right foot forward, crossing the arms. Oops. Not sure where I want this. Outer block. Take this hand. Just pop it across the front of your body. Outer block. Take the hand you just struck over here with. Move it across your body. Other hand comes underneath. Outer block. Good. Cross your arms. Uncross your arms. Cross your arms. Uncross your arms. I am switching feet, but I'm not really worried about it. If you wanted to just practice this in a stance, you could just be cross. 1. This hand now goes underneath. 2, 3, 4. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. I don't know if anybody notices this, but when I try to do hand speed drills, I start to chamber here instead of here. It's just a speed thing. And chambering my fist there is a little faster. Also, there's a kata that I know from Ishinryu that actually uses this move once. So my muscle memory just automatically does it. All right. Before we sign off for today, I want to do a quick review. Everything we just went over, there's just a lot of stuff, okay? We started off with side-to-side knife hands with 2 hands. 1, 2. Starting off with 2 hands moving at the same time. Boom. 2 hands. Boom. 2 hands. Then we started to go 1 hand, turning it in, knife hand block. Turning it in, knife hand block. Then back and forth. Then we started to cross our arms on the knife hand block, pulling it back, straightening our shoulders, crossing our hands on the knife hand block. This is really fun to go do going backwards. Good. Then we did stepping back knife hand block, stepping out with the front foot, reverse punch, and later on we added the elbow strike. So this is now the hand part of combination number 5. Knife hand block, reverse punch, elbow strike. Then we went into our basic blocks and strikes. We did a bunch of musical strikes. You can practice that anytime. But, we combined our strikes and sequences. And then we worked on lower block as flowing one continuous motion. And we worked on outer block. And that's our workout for today. If you have any questions, you got about 30 seconds to type them into the chat. Other than that, we are going to be signing off. I want to remind everybody that for the rest of the summer, as long as the weather is okay, every Saturday we're going to be having park workouts. If you are a subscriber to Kidsafe Online, then the price of the park workouts is $5. If you are not a subscriber, and you want to come anyway, the price is full price, which is $15. It might be good to be a subscriber just to be able to go to the park workouts and get a discount, because if you go to 4 of them, that's the price of your subscription. So you basically get the online stuff for free. Makes sense? I want to remind people also, if you're not a Kidsafe subscriber, we do have 3 YouTubes every week. We do have, I don't even know. I want to say that it's like, there is no Zoom class on Saturday because we do park workouts. Zoom classes on Monday, Wednesday, and Sensei Aaron is doing them on Tuesday and Thursday. So that's 4 Zoom classes a week, 3 YouTubes a week. We say that they are for different ranks, but I don't really care who comes. Like, this was an open workout, so I made it a little more challenging than the usual workout. But you can come any night. The beginner Zoom is on Monday nights, so you can do your beginner Zoom. Or I'm sorry, I apologize. The beginner YouTube is on Saturdays. The intermediate is on Wednesdays, and the advanced Zoom is whenever you guys feel like coming. Okay, but beginner Zooms Monday nights as well. Any questions? I guess it's time to go because the music is playing. I have no idea. All right, volume down. Here we go. Let's bow out. Pinch stance. Ready? Student oath. Strive to be our best. Settle for nothing less. Bow. See you guys next time in class. Have a good time. Reach out to us if you have any questions about subscriptions or park workouts. Have a good weekend and be safe.